І всім привіт! Минулого разу ми зупинились на тому, що ми йшли говорити з Амітом. Але вже був час, і тому ми перестали. Закінчили предыдущий ігровий сеанс. Тому зараз ми знайдемо метелика. І продовжимо проходити основну лінійку нашого цього. Оп, ось і метелик. Нашого чаклунства.
Revelio.
Добре, пішли. Якось ми так смішно піднімаємось по сходах, наче в присяді.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook? I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade? It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help? Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous? I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's. Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better. Lodgok is waiting. Should we go? Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Давай. Ой-ой-ой, як нам далеко бігти. Але все одно нам треба цей вогник, напевно, відкрити, щоб можна було мандрувати зручніше.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Так, спочатку відкриємо цей вогник.
Revelio.
Потім полетимо далі.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio.
Would you mind helping a wizard in distress?
Тебе я тут зустріти не очікував.
What is it? What's wrong?
Goblins, that's what. Ranrock's lot. Nasty creatures. Ambushed me, they did. Nothing's safe anymore. I need a little something. Something to protect me if I run into them again. Maxima potion, that would do it.
If you can't defend yourself, you'd be better off staying out of their way. I'm not giving you charity.
You'll be sorry. When Ranrock's loyalists come to take me away, you'll be sorry then. If a wizard can't
Goblins
count on
got you
someone in
yet?
the wizarding
Or did you
community
find
to help
some
against
Maxima
goblins...
potion?
No, not yet. Does this mean you've changed your mind?
You're right, the world's not safe at the moment. It's best to take precautions. Here, Use it wisely.
Опит,
Oh, I
гроші,
will.
хоч
You can
що-небудь.
be sure of that. Ranrock's lot won't take me down. And I've you to thank. Please, accept this gift in exchange for your help.
Поняв. Все. Вопросу нема. Дякую. Бувай здоровий. Так. Нам сюди.
Revelio.
Я би ці кульки полапав ще по путі. Раз уж ми тут. Полетіли. Та що таке? Якось воно управляється по-дебільному так. Hello. А ми до
Revelio.
тебе. Добре.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Він не знає мови.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
А куди ти
I shall
дінешся?
see you soon.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Добре. Ладно, цей сундук я і так заберу. Головне тільки не вбитись.
Revelio.
Так, нам начебто треба... Никто не должен видеть, как Лот выходит в шахту вместе с нами. Это слишком долго, потому что теперь нам самим... Ну, я не думаю, що нам обов'язково потрібно бути невидимими.
Travel is always much more enjoyable with a friend.
Я так не гадаю.
Accio.
А.
Revelio.
Так. Добре, тут ми все зібрали. Можемо йти.
The door is looking at us.
Потрібно бути невидимим.
Quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Тобто ці всі сундуки можна було відкривати саме так, але чомусь, коли я в минулих серіях заюзав невидимість, сундук не відчинявся. Цікаво.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Сподіваюсь, ти битися вмієш.
Revelio.
Тому що нам прийдеться
I
битися з
cannot
гоблінами.
believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive
Revelio.
workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Так.
Accio.
Ага.
Revelio.
Але там я нічого не забрав, ну ладно, там нічого важливого. Руда якась не потрібна.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing
Accio.
one is something else altogether.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least. Expelliarmus! Confringo! You don't stop me. Accio! Destroy! Expelliarmus! You can't stop us! Expelliarmus! Pity, not quite. Leviosa! Confringo!
That's your best. Your spells glance
Leviosa!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
Revelio! I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Accio! We're being watched. By a door.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Deposit. Accio! He won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Чому я не можу це зробити?
Revelio.
Дивно.
Confringo. Accio.
Сундук мені срочно.
Guardian Leviosa.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Revelio. Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Я хочу битися.
Accio. Confringo.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant.
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Маленькі жадні жопки.
Revelio.
Так, що там у нас по інвентарю випало? Рукавиці якісь. Такі собі. Окуляри. також такі собі. Шляпа фігня. Блін, які ж я предмети покупляв.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Confringo. That was meant to be. How childish. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. You call that? Accio. Confringo. You can't stop. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Easily diverted. Let's get this out. I've been fighting for
Accio.
Not quite.
Confringo.
Was that your best?
Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had
Revelio.
expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Так багато лута.
Accio. Guardium Leviosa.
Так. Потайні двері. Ось що значить ці сундуки. Десь там якісь потайні двері є.
Revelio.
Так, з тієї сторони більше нічого. От нам туди, а ми підемо зараз туди. Тому що тут щось є.
Accio.
Добре,
Revelio.
добре. Добре, добре.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Lumos,
Lumos.
not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio.
Не поняв, це типу просто кімната з. З чим? З листям бадьяна? Дякую.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Revelio.
Багатько.
Expelliarmus.
Що?
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Confringo.
Ranrock will unite us!
Expelliarmus.
I won't rest. One less human to why this way.
Descendo!
Accio. Confringo.
Your spells glance off of me.
Expelliarmus.
You up and
Protego.
I'll get you.
Expelliarmus. Stupid one. Confringo.
Let's get it. I missed you. How did you do that? Not quietly.
Accio. Confringo.
That it?
Expelliarmus.
Pressed? This is almost too easy. Not quite.
Ау.
Confringo.
Me?
Expelliarmus. Accio.
Descendo!
Confringo.
Hit it.
Та ну ти достав.
Protego.
You almost had a lucky shot.
Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Almost.
Levioso.
You're making this too easy.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Oh. As if
Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet. Revelio.
Щось на їх знищення пішло дуже багато зілля.
I'll be quiet.
Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Отже, вони будують бури. О, ці перчатки гарні і класні. Мені здається, що я зараз вже не знайду предмети краще, ніж у мене. А тим паче, якщо їх зачарую. Можливо, через деякий час знайду. Але не прямо зараз, це 100%. Це що я відкрив? Захист від гоблінів. Так, десь тут
Revelio.
ховався сундук.
Accio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio.
О, да, сундук.
Confringo.
У мене немає цього Алахамори другого. Ай. Скільки в мене вже цих дімімасок лун? Всього 5. Маловато. Добре.
Revelio.
Щось там купу всього не позабирав. Добре.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Мені здається, нас зараз хтось придасть. Або ні? Ні. Я думав, цей гоблін буде проти нас.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Давай.
Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work
Це був
together.
цей футляр, який ми
Miriam.
відкрили.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Виконаємо трошки місій. Із цих.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Ага, побачив.
Accio!
Хотіть шарик.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
що не докотився. А,
That's that. Settled.
у нас було 28 ячеек снаряження.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Подивимось, скільки зараз стане.
Confringo!
Де ще? Що? А, тобто їх ще й на час треба опустити. Круто. Зрозумів. Та нема. Так, це перша. А друга. А де ще? Чи тільки дві? А, воно третя. Раз. Там 2 і там 3, правильно? То я думаю, ми отсюди це зробимо. Якщо їх всього 3 потрібно.
Confringo!
А, ні, не зробимо.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Угу.
I should investigate. Lumos. 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 These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Я не хочу з тобою битись.
Wingardium Leviosa.
А.
Lumos.
А, я не те зав'язав, я поняв. Давай ще разок.
Leviosa. Confringo.
Тут десь печера якась. Але нам не до неї. Нам потрібно Hogwarts. Зал картографії. Зал картографії. Зараз будемо проходити третє випробовування, скоріш за все.
Welcome back.
Хто буде четвертим? Цікаво.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Бувай. Так. Нам потрібно сюди. Так? Цю башню. Чи ні? Чи я неправильно щось розумію? Так, нам потрібно в цю башню. Сюди. А.
Professor Fig will know what to do.
А, ну це жарт. Я думав нам в башню до директора. А. Ой-ой-ой-ой.
Off on another adventure, are we?
А, ну добре. Я перемістився ще й майже туди, куди потрібно було. Майже.
What do you want? It was an accident.
Revelio.
Привіт.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Тепер є перевертень. Капець я уродливий.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him we're to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Звісно, потрібно тільки для початку Демімаску завоювати. А, я чекати не можу, да? Зрозумів. Будемо пам'ятати, що одна із Демімасок у професора Фіга в кабінеті. Як же я смішно бігаю, будучи директором.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable...
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Кого я ще
What could the
зустріну?
headmaster want?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
З ким я можу ще поговорити?
Professor Black, how are you?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Оце
I
типу він
wonder
так ходить?
almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
О, це, до речі, класна штука. Такі дрібниці
Something is very wrong with
розробники
Professor Black. Dittany and Bubotuber pus.
продумали, що типу у нього буде
Professor.
паличка,
A word?
яка буде показувати йому
Professor
куди йти.
Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder
Щас ми
why.
її
Good day,
роздраконимо.
Madam Kogawa.
І всі, хто буде
What did we do
попадатися
to
нам
deserve him as
на
the
цьому,
headmaster?
на
Greetings!
путі.
I mean, out of my way, children.
Oh no, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
А ну йди сюди.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Бум.
Something seems a little off with the headmaster. Is it possible to become an aura and...
О, да. Так вчасно. Тобто тут потрібно запам'ятати, що тут дуже багато речей, які мені потрібні.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries
круто,
or
до речі.
what have you.
Гарно.
Now move along.
І там ще щось є.
Professor, A word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh. Very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand.
Ого.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master
О,
sees
щас
what a
як
wonderful
толкну
job
річ.
Scrope is.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. The polyjuice potions were... Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin.
А що тут ще можна зробити? Ой-ой-ой-ой, все понял. Больно надо было. Так, ты, Себастьян.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio. Alohomora.
Да. Це було весело.
Confringo.
Десь тут є ключик.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Давай.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
Ключик.
Revelio.
Дуже гарно. Так, 9 і 7, 16. Нам треба ще скільки? 8. Нам потрібно 8 і 3. Вісім. 3.
Revelio.
О, гарненько. Нехай буде.
This doll and charms is dying.
Revelio.
Nothing's as clever as playing with fire.
Lumos.
Де метелик?
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio.
Нам потрібен 0 і 5. Нуль.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
І 5.
Revelio.
Так, і там ми ключик знайшли також.
Revelio.
Yes, I told you. You're very clever.
Clever? How offensive.
Fine, a genius.
Де ключик? Я бачив ти десь тут. Ну, туди.
pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
А ти за мною не слідкуй.
Revelio. Revelio.
Що ж, друзі, на сьогодні ми закінчимо.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Завтра зайдемо в кабінет директора, подивимось, що там. Дізнаємось, як там у нього справи, прийдемо друге спитання. Тому, напевно, на сьогодні все. Дякую за те, що дивилися. Ставте лайки, підписуйтесь на канал. І всім до завтра.